SR&BG in the Yigo Guam Anthrax shot. I feel that they was experimenting on us, man. It's Friday. And remember I said, Fridays, I go down the rabbit hole. So if you don't like going down the rabbit hole, then turn this off because I'm just going to sound like a crazy dude. I say that at the beginning of all these type of videos. Yes, this is that type of video. The Yigo Guam Anthrax shot experiment, man. Yeah, I call it an experiment. Let me take you back, right? So I'm a master manifester. I manifest my own reality. I visualize it. I bring it closer and closer until I'm living that reality, right? I learned this when I was 16 years old, when I was in Camp Challenger. I was in Camp Resnick, and one of the staff, they came into my room. I was in a box. And he told me all about it. I figured it out, and now I'm manifesting. I get released from camp, and then I get on the streets, and I go right back to jail. Now, the Most High allowed me to manifest rite of passage, so I'm in Nevada. I'm in Schurz, Nevada, Urington, Nevada, Northern Nevada, near Reno and Carson and all of that, right? Then I manifested to go to the military. I go to the military, man. I'm in Great Lakes, Illinois. As soon as they heard my voice, because my voice got deeper than the majority of us that was there, because we was like 18, 19 years old in boot camp, right? The majority of us. I became this thing that they called the APOC or A-Rock. I was the one who stood in the back of the line and sung the cadence. I used to be like 1, 2, yeah, 3, 4, yeah, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I used to sing that, right? And anybody that ever went to Great Lakes, Illinois boot camp, y'all will remember this in the chow hall at boot camp, right? The last person, which was me for my unit. I used to say, Turnstile, Division 238, last recruit through your blue works. You remember that? If you ever went to Great Lakes, Illinois. So I went from jail to being the last recruit through the blue works. You feel what I'm saying? Whatever that meant, I never understood what that meant. But I always used to say it in boot camp, and then I went to Pensacola, Florida. Then I went to this place called Guam. Now, Guam is a beautiful place. It is the most beautiful place that I have ever been. I went to the airport. First we went to Hawaii. Then we flew to Tokyo, Japan. And now I'm in Guam. It was like a 17-hour flight, man. Right? From Pensacola. I was flying all that damn day, man. I was so damn jet lagged. And they had my name in the airport just like in the movies. And I was like, hey. And I still remember the cat that picked me up. And we drove back to the base. And they was telling me about the base. And they said, always remember this. Hafade. Hafade is hello in Chamorro, right? And never call the people of this island Guamanians. And I was like, okay. And I'm telling you that too. There's no such thing as a damn Guamanian. The natives of Guam, they are called Chamorro. And they are some cool people, man. Now I'm on Guam. I'm on the base. You could drink at 18 years old on Guam. So bam, I immediately, man, went out that first night. As soon as I landed on Guam, I didn't get no sleep or anything. I went to the club. It was my first time being in the club, my first time drinking, being able to buy a drink, different things like that, right? So it was real cool. I liked Guam. I didn't get a female that was on the base first. My first baby mom's from Atlanta, she was on the base. But first, for the first 2 years I was on Guam, I had a Chamorro girl, and she was real cool. She had a real big family, a real respected big family. She had big brothers and cousins and stuff like that, like Samoans and stuff like that. But they was real cool. You hear what I'm saying? This when I started smoking weed on Guam. The joints, it's $20 a joint, man. A regular joint, man, $20. But I was buying them because I had the job. I was in the military. I never hung on base. As soon as I got off work, I immediately drove off base, or she'd come pick me up. So I was cool with the locals. I could go inside the jungle and buy weed from the people from Palau, because there's other little islands in the Micronesia Islands, like Guam, that's the biggest, and then you have like Rota and Palau and Saipan and other little ones like that. So it was people from Palau and Saipan that used to live inside the jungle. You feel what I'm saying? Like off grid. And they used to make their money by selling weed. I go back there and they'll be getting ready to slaughter a pig. They have monitor lizards as pets. I became cool with them, right? And they didn't speak no damn English, but we understood each other, man. It was all love. They introduced me to this thing called beetle nut. I'm gonna get to the experiment, man. Just enjoy the visualize Guam, man. Visualize these people giving me this damn thing called a beetle nut. Now, it comes from a palm tree. It's just like a little nut. Look it up. I was wondering why all of the people who was living off the grid in Guam had red teeth, like red mouth. And I found out that it's because of this stuff called beetle nut. So they get a leaf and then they put some lime, some type of lime stuff up in it. Then they put the beetle nut up in it, and then you put it up in your mouth and you chew it and spit it out like some tobacco. So I did it for the first time, and I'm like, whoa, you feel what I'm saying? It's like cocaine mixed with like a mushroom type energy, like a mild hallucinant and a mild stimulant, like at the same time. It's something that I wouldn't do again. I wouldn't have did it again. It had me tripping, man. So now I'm on Guam, man. I'm in the middle of the jungle at times. I'm looking at monitor lizards. I'm looking at boonie pigs. They call anything that come out the jungle boonie. So if you have like a old little car that goes in and out the jungle, it's a boonie car. If you got an ugly girl, it's a boonie girl. If it's a pig in the jungle, it's a boonie pig. They say cherry too, to say to say if things are cool. So if you go to a Chamorro and you be like, hey, what's up, man? How you doing? He'd be like, oh, it's cherry. Everything is cherry. You hear what I'm saying? So it was cool on Guam, man. It's like I went to a whole nother damn dimension. I mean, I came from Watts, and then I went to the damn Nevada, and now I'm on the damn island, man, and everything is island. They had coconut crabs that was that big, man. The myths and the legends of the island. The white lady, the one who's supposed to take out her kids in the lake and all of that, she came and you could smell her. You could smell her. You hear what I'm saying? When she was around, it was a sweet smell. They up in Guam, they had to sleep with their windows closed and stuff if they had babies and stuff. Anybody that's Chamorro or ever been to Guam know that I'm telling 100% truth when I talk about things like the Tatamoras, the spirits of the islands, and they live up in trees and stuff like that. You hear what I'm saying? It was a lot of spooky, creepy type stuff that happened on Guam. This is the first time I'm witnessing the supernatural. The Tatamorans, my girl family, the girl that I had, the Chamorro, her family did not play with supernatural things. They took it serious. They took it really, really serious because it really was. Like I said, one night, Stigmata came out. The movie Stigmata. It was in the theaters. So I went with her. Well, we went together to the theater to watch Stigmata. It was the last showing, so it ended like probably like 12:30, 1 o'clock or something like that. And as we walking out the theater, we're the last ones. They about to close. The crowd in front of us started gasping and was like, oh my God, oh my God. And I'm not really taking it serious because they see something outside because everybody is going out the front door. Until I seen this big Samoan dude say, oh, and start talking in Chamorro like and like doing like that. And when I looked, it was a little girl. She was sitting in the middle of the sidewalk. This is like about 1 o'clock, man. Ain't nobody out there, man. And she got her legs crossed. She had on a red dress, some stockings, and some black shoes. And she had her hair down, and she had her head down. And she was just rocking and doing like that, like slowly rocking, doing that. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? I'm thinking it's a prank or some type of weird stuff. And to my girl, she started talking in Chamorro and praying like the dude. Then they all start praying. And now I'm taking it serious, and we walking to get to our cars, and everybody looking at the girl, and some people is like trying not to look, and the girl is just shaking. And I asked her like, what was that? And it's like my girl was like in a trance. She didn't want to talk about it. She just started praying and saying things in their language, right? A little while later, we went to Blockbuster. That's when Blockbuster and Hollywood Video and all of that was out. I'm going to get to the Anthrax. I promise. We went to go get these videos, right? But they was closed or something. So her mother told us about this video store that was like by the jungle, like off the road a little bit. So we go and we get some movies, and one of the movies was Carrie Part 2, the new Carrie. It was new at that time. So we got it, and we go back home, and we watch the first movie, and then everybody in the house go to sleep, and I didn't have to work the next day, so I put in the Carrie, right? It's probably like about 12 something one or something like that, around that time. I put in the Carrie number 2, and I'm watching it, and I'm kind of dozing off, and she had a son. He was probably like 6 months, right? And he's sleeping in the crib like by like the foot of the bed. And then soon as Carrie got activated at the prom, he started screaming so loud that his moms just woke up, and me too. I jumped up. She had other kids too. They all jumped. Everybody jumped up in the house and was like, what's wrong? And he's just screaming at the top of his lungs, and his eyes is closed and his hands is clenched like that. And then he'll open up his eyes and look, and then he'll just start screaming. I mean, this went on for like about half an hour, 45 minutes or something, to where she checking him because they do got spiders and different things out there on the island. She checking him. She like, oh my God. And now it's starting to get scary because it is something wrong with him, right? It is really something wrong with him. So she called her moms up. And then her mom's, she was like, yeah, go get a coconut leaf. So she went outside because it was coconut trees and things all over everywhere. So she went to go get a coconut leaf from the yard. And then she burnt it. Her mom said, burn it in the corners and stuff. And soon as she burnt it, he looked up and he was like, and then he just came back to like a regular baby. Like, and this is the first time that I witnessed spirits hop out of movies and different things like that. A lot of supernatural things I witnessed, not all of them, but a big percentage came from Guam. I can keep on going on and on about Guam. I can go on about the red rice, man. The red rice, it was the first time the food, the lumpia and the pansit and all of that type of stuff. They know how to make spam 785 different ways, man. But then it started getting weird on that damn island because we had a meeting. Is it called like a GMO or something? A meeting with everybody that's in the squadron. They came to the meeting like an auditorium, and the CO and the XO and different people talked and put us up on game, right? On different things. And then they came out talking about there is a mandate. This is in the end of 1999 or the beginning of the year 2000, right? I'm sitting up in this auditorium up in the military, and then they said that we all have to get this shot, these series of shots, right? It's going to be 4 shots. And it's going to take you 2 years to complete these shots. Now, each shot is going to be given every 6 months, which is going to be 4 shots for 2 years, right? And then I asked the question, like, what is anthrax and all of that? That's the first question I asked, and that's the first time they started looking at me, right? Like they eye on me and stuff like that. So they answered it and all of that type of stuff. You have to remember, this is right before the towers fell, right? I'm talking about the anthrax shot. You hear what I'm saying? So it's time to get the shots. Some time passed, and now they calling our names and stuff here and there. You know, they call 4 people out of work and these people, and then we go get our shot. So it was my turn to get my shot. When I got that shot, I fell to my knee, man. They gave me the shot right here, man, in my gorilla. I got a gorilla right here. They gave me a shot in the gorilla, man. And I damn near fell to my knee. The next morning I woke up, my arm was numb, and it was a ball right here, right? So I'm like, that kind of feel funny. But another one of the dudes that was working with me, he felt like that. And a lot of people started feeling like that, but over different military bases and stuff. Newsletters and stuff started coming out. This is the first one. Then they started court-martialing people. I'm talking about officers and stuff like that for refusing this shot. At the same time, this damn little ball didn't go away. It started moving. It went from the gorilla forehead, all the way like down to like the gorilla chin. You feel what I'm saying? And I felt it like a bubble, like, ugh, like, what is this thing? And other people on the base was saying, like, what is this little thing? Not everybody, but people that I was talking to. Now, there's a dude. His name is Gary Smith. He's a white guy, a tall, red-headed white guy. They used to call him crazy in the military. He got kicked out. He got court-martialed and dishonorable discharged. When me and Gary Smith start talking and he start breaking it down, how this is an experiment and all of this type of stuff, I admit I wasn't believing him, but the damn thing kept moving. You hear what I'm saying? So I said, you know what? I'm not going to get another one of them shots. Before the next time was time for me to get the shot, I was already getting ready to go to the brig and court-martialed and stuff, so I never had to get the other 3, although I wasn't going to get them anyway. Gary Smith, he didn't get them. He got kicked out. He rebelled. Once they started saying that shot, he was like, it's it. It's it. They trying to suppress. Look, everything that we saying about the jabby-wabby, the vaccine of the COVID, it's the same thing he was saying, but about the anthrax. Now, this is in late 99, early to mid 2000. And then, in the news, in the public, y'all started hearing about, if you was born at that time, if you remember, a lot of anthrax stuff. Right before, during, and after the 2 towers fell, right? So I'm like, wow, they already got us our shots before all of this was happening and stuff. You hear what I'm saying? So this is when it gets crazy. I go to the brig, and then I gets out. I go to San Diego. It's like a halfway house. It's co-ed. And it was this white girl named Big Bird. She was real tall with glasses. And it was a couple of more people. We all got kicked out. So we all used to hang out, smoke weed, and be the rebellious, kicked out military people, right? And one day we on the train, we getting ready to get on the Charlie up in San Diego. And then Big Bird tapped me. And I'm like, what's up? And she like, look at that dude. And there was a dude across, like getting ready to get on a Charlie to go the other way, right? And we was directly across from each other. And then I'm like, what? She was like, just watch this fool, watch him. And then she looked over, down, and she was like, there go the other one. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And sure enough, after a little while, the dude went like this. And it was like a watch or something. And then he had a little bitty thing in his ear, man. And I'm like, what the hell? And then I'm like, I got scared, like, ooh. So I looked, and I seen, sure enough, he was communicating with this other dude. They followed us, right? So I gets out the military. That was just that. That was just that. Now I'm feeling like I'm getting followed or something like that. About a year and a half after I get out the military fully, everything is over with. Now I'm 100% civilian, getting ready to work warehouse jobs and stuff like that. I'll be laying in bed and my body will start vibrating like zzz, zzz, zzz. And I'm like, what the hell is happening to me? It'll just come out of nowhere. It'll literally feel like it's a machine in my body or something like that. So I tripped out. One day I'm talking to this dude. I'm actually talking to this group of people. But this dude, he said out of like the blue, like, yeah, man, I be feeling like my body be like vibrating like, bzzz. And I did like that. And he looked at me, but then I got scared. Because I felt like he was like questioning me. Like he wanted me to say, yeah, mine do too. So he can report something or something. Because at this time, I'm already, vibing higher and stuff. I could see certain things. I feel like it's something up in my body. That little thing, it went away from the first day that it was given. Let's just say, the beginning of 2000, January 2000, it didn't go away completely. It just moved and moved to somewhere. It didn't go away completely until 2000, until like 2005. I'm going to tell you what happened in another video, how it went away. It was the scariest thing, man. I tell you now how it went away. So in 2005, by time 2005 come, I'm kind of used to it. I'm feeling the vibrations and different things like that. And then all of a sudden, one day, I'm in my bed. I'm living with my moms, and I'm just laying down. And then I felt something moving. And it hurted so bad, and it was coming down, 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 down. And then I started getting scared because my arm locked up. And then I ran to my mom's. And I was like, hey, I think I'm having a heart attack or something, but I don't know what it is because it's coming down. It's like right here now. Now it's like right here, like. And I'm feeling it, man. And when it got right there, I just said, the blood of Jesus. Oh, it hurted so bad, like something wanted to bust out. You see what these little kids did? They pulled out this little alarm type of thing, if you heard that. But yeah, man, it was so scary, man. It was It was so damn scary, man. And it came right here in my palm. It hurted, man, for like a month, probably even 2 months. It was like my palm was so sore like that. My whole arm. I was so scared, man. I thought I was about to die at that moment. I pleaded the blood of Jesus like 1,000 times. It was like something was coming out of me, and I really feel that it was that damn anthrax. And I feel that that damn wasn't even the damn anthrax shot, man. After I do research and I'm vibing high, I'm talking to people like Mason, man. I'm sharing this story with certain people that I can trust. This is the first time that I shared it like this. You hear what I'm saying? I really think it was like a tracking device or some type of thing. Now listen, when I was in boot camp, when I was in Great Lakes, Illinois, about the third day, we still doing all of the shots and different things like that. This woman came, and she was a nurse, and she was like, they're doing an experiment on certain people, and it will benefit the United States of America, this and that and this and all of that type of stuff. And it got something to do with the blood. It's a new experiment, and it has something to do with the blood. And man, I raised my hand, man. I think that they put me up in that damn program, man. Now, and I know that I sound like a damn complete nut, right? Batshit crazy, right? I sound batshit crazy. I know I do. But you can look this all up. You can look up the Anthrax. You can look up Yigo Guam. It's spelled Yigo. I was in Squadron HC5. We was the providers. We worked on H-46 Deltas. Those are the big helicopters. I was supposed to be an aircraft mechanic, man. I ate red rice. I ate mussels with coconut milk, man. Crabs that big, man. Coconut crabs that big. And anthrax shots. When this thing was up in me, it's like the voice to skull thing was at its highest. This is when I was smoking all the primos and stuff. You hear what I'm saying? It was like another voice. It's like, I think they did an experiment on us, man. I know this sound crazy, but you could research all of the anthrax, the mandates that was in the military back then when it first was a mandate. Then I'm like, man, you gotta get a series of shots. It ain't just like one. That was like the boosters, man. What if we was the first ones, right? That they tested this thing out on. And the reason they so shocked and amazed is because we ate it and spit it out. You hear what I'm saying? Fridays, remember Fridays, I talk like this. I go down the rabbit hole, man. I've been through a lot of stuff. You hear what I'm saying? Everything that I said, you could research it, man. You could look it up. I'm not just pulling nothing out my damn head. You hear what I'm saying? There was a lot of people at the turn of the millennium that was complaining about them damn anthrax shots in the military. If you was in the military at that time and you witnessed what I'm talking about, put it in the comments section, man. People need to know this. Peace.